Oh hey, it's your friend that hasn't checked the filter on their air purifier in months because it just seems too exhausting to start. Back to give you another hot cup of tech tea. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here are 4 tech updates to get you through the rest of your week. Okay, so I've seen like 5 content creators pop up with false information about Steam coming to Xbox based on one article they didn't even cite. So here's what you need to know about it. Last week, Xbox posted a blog titled "Opening a Billion Doors with Xbox," which talks about the company's initiatives to have Xbox be at the center of gaming for Microsoft and a whole slew of other devices. This is more of the same for readers, but what started a whole fire was that one of the images for the blog had a redesigned Xbox app UI with filters at the top, one of which included Steam games. The Verge quickly took this image and ran with it, which others have then used to hail that Steam is coming to Xbox. So the question is, are they planning on actually bringing this option to consoles? Well, to date, there have been absolutely no confirmation of this from Microsoft execs. They have mentioned multiple times that they want the Xbox app on PC to be the hub for gaming. This would undoubtedly include Steam titles you have installed on your PC. A lot like how Steam currently lets you launch non-Steam titles from their UI currently. They have also mentioned that while they are years away from an Xbox design handheld, they were working hard to bring the app to every handheld device it could, including one they are partnering with Asus on allegedly. Although let's hope it turns out a little bit better than ROG Ally. While Phil Spencer has hinted previously about PC stores like Epic Games and itch.io about how they might come to Xbox consoles later, this is much different than Steam, and Sony has already clapped back with comments saying that if Xbox were to ever partner with Steam, their games would not be a part of that deal. So before you get too excited, if a content creator can't cite any of the info they are providing, it may just be too good to be true. And to that I say,
I'm sorry.
NVIDIA just released an experimental app which can help use AI to optimize your PC and control your lights. Here's what you need to know. NVIDIA went super heavy this year during the 50 series announcement, talking about AI and how graphics cards provide PC users with unlimited potential for it. You know, if you can actually find a 50 series graphics card in stock. To date, the large language models we use like ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepSeek are created and hosted in the cloud. Because these tools require a lot of resources and power to feed them, that's generally the best way to utilize them. NVIDIA's new G Assistant is a small language model which, while it may be limited in what it can do, can be run solely by RTX cards. The app features a text box overlay which you can either write or speak prompts into. The app can analyze games' responsiveness, show usage, and game performance, as well as recommend settings or optimize for them based on your PC configuration, health, and fidelity preferences. When NVIDIA demoed this feature last year, they also talked about how G Assist is able to analyze where you are in certain games and provide help on where to go next. This feature is here in this build, but it's super limited on titles. If this sounds similar, it's because it's the same feature Copilot for Xbox wants to work toward as well. My guess is that because this is supposed to act as a small language model, this feature will only work if devs provide G Assist with a lot of data prior. Unless NVIDIA plans on recording usage from RTX users, but that may be a gray area for a lot of us PC users. Also, thanks to third-party APIs, G Assist can work with other programs on your computer like MSI, Corsair, and Logitech if you want to control things like RGB lighting and fan speed. It can also be linked to Nanoleaf if you have those gold line hexagons hanging in your room. G Assist is available to the RTX 30, 40, and 50 series owners as long as your GPU has at least 12 gigabytes of VRAM. And while it may be lower on usage for newer graphics cards, some have reported some heavier hits when using the app in-game, depending on what you ask it to do. Remember GameInformer? They're coming back, baby. Here's what you need to know. Last August, news broke that GameInformer, the longest running gaming magazine in the US, was officially shutting down after 33 years. GameStop, like most things it touches, killed it. the company was forced to lay off all of its staff with no word on whether the parent company would even sell the rights off. Fast forward to last Friday, when the old Game Informer website came back online with all its old content and released a video and blog welcoming the return of the team and the zine we so loved. The magazine has been bought by a Ukrainian company called Gunzilla Games and then established as its own business under Game Informer Inc. This is important since it allows them a little more autonomy than just being under GameStop's IP. Matt Miller, the editor-in-chief of Game Informer, writes and talks about in the blog post about how the original team is back in the office and that they are excited to be back at the helm writing about the latest and greatest in video games and technology. Kind of like what I'm doing here, but way cooler. Matt goes on to mention that while the team is pumped to be there, they all need a little bit more time to go over the logistics prior to releasing new content. It's a fair ask, seeing as they were just acquired this month. The outlet does plan on bringing back print versions of their famous magazines and says that if you're interested in these, to create an account on the website to be informed when the sign-up page goes live. And finally, Minecraft is coupling the release of its movie with a major graphics overhaul for the game and adding flying mounts. Here's what you need to know. This week, the company streamed Minecraft live from their base in Stockholm, Sweden, where they showed us some clips from the upcoming movie as well as some new cool features coming to the game this year. The first update is for Spring to Life, which will include new blocks, mobs, and animations to individual biomes. They include more farm animals with newer variants, more sounds for them, and biome-specific blocks like plants and shrubs. There are even new types which make noise to simulate, say for instance, the isolation in a desert. Next is what the company is calling Vibrant Visuals, which brings reportedly thousands of individually crafted elements without changing gameplay. The biggest change for this upgrade is volumetric lighting effects, which they hope will help older worlds experience new life. While they claim it will not change mechanics in any way, it will change the game's usage on consoles and PCs, so your mileage may vary depending on your setup. Lastly, they introduced a new type of existing mob which starts out as a sand block you find in the Nether, the dried ghast. Upon nurturing this dried ghast, you can get its final form, the happy ghast, which eats snowballs instead of firing fireballs, like the other type of ghast Minecraft players usually see. Happy ghast can also double as a flying mount, which is a first for the game. Your tamed ghast can carry up to 4 players and use a newly implemented locator bar. You can fly around while knowing where your other friends are. The Spring to Life update is out currently, while the Vibrant Visuals and Happy Ghast will be out later during the summer drop. But you won't have to wait for summer for more tech updates though. Make sure to like and subscribe, because while this may be all that I have for this edition, you can meet me back here on Saturday for some more tech tea. That's all I have for now. I'll see you then, losers.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you get better.